So after some difficulties, you should be able to hear me now, but this is the Commack Varsity Cougars flag football squad taking on the flag football squad of Half Hollow Hills. So it's the number one ranked team taking on Commack right now. This is going to be a tough matchup. Both sides are not looking to back down anytime soon. What you may have seen before I was able to tell you what was going on, right now Half Hollow Hills is driving down the field. Quarterback Samantha Heyman has been able to make some nice passes to her number one target, Zoe Franks. And that name you're going to hear a lot this game. The number one ranked receiver in Suffolk County. Zoe Franks going to look to get the ball a lot today. And with two receivers right, one left, a look deep down the middle of the field, and this one is incomplete. Intended target that time was Kesselman. And she's unable to come up with it. So that brings up third down. Now make it fourth. So Commack looking for a stop on the opening possession. See if they can get it done. And this defensive line is very good at bringing pressure. They've been able to pressure Heyman a few times in this one. Now a flipped formation from the last play here for Half Hollow Hills. And they're going to get a jump here on the snap. So a false start will move them up a few yards. Yeah, those are just those mistakes you got to get out of the way early. That was Sadie Cohen just jumping off sides. Very easy mistake to make, but not one that you want to be repeated here. First down now from inside the 20, and here's a pass over the middle and a lateral. How about that for the opening score? A beautiful play by Zoe Franks, flipping it to the player right behind her, coming around. A little bit of a Philly special right there. That makes this score 6-0. So I have to guess they just go for one here, the extra point. Easily the number one offense in Suffolk County, able to get an early score, makes it 6-0, looking to make it 7 here. And it's a run right and a drop there. And down to the ground goes Gould. So incomplete PAT attempt. Commack limits them to 6 points on the drive. Now they'll get their chance to respond. Yeah, so some important notes there from that first drive. A lot of targets to Franks. And then the lateral there. I'm not sure if that was drawn up or if she just made that happen, but either way it leads to the score. And so now the defense of Half Hollow Hills gets their chance to show off their skills. Both defenses are very solid on both sides of this team. Commack has been able to limit multiple of their opponents to no scores, but has lost every game in which they didn't score. So if Commack gets on the board in this one, look for it to be a close game. 1-3 in their last 4, and those 3 losses have all come in shutouts. Their last game, they were able to win 12-7. And that was on the back of Mackenzie Ryan, scoring 2 touchdowns and the go-ahead touchdown with just a few minutes left. 45 yards on that one. And here's a completion to Pagano over the middle for a little gain to make it 2nd down. But that's what you're going to see out of this offense today. Not a lot of flashy plays. You're going to see some on-the-ground work and some quick passes. And quarterback Jordan Stein going to be doing her all under center today. Try and keep this game as close as she can. Everyone's got to do their part for Commack because this is a very strong opponent. Half Hollow Hills 9-0 in their conference and 10-0 overall, yet to lose a game this year. They've just about locked up the 1 seed in Suffolk County, and Commack just needing maybe 1 or 2 more wins to clinch a playoff spot as the season is winding down. Stein over the middle of the field and just out of the hands of McBride. And there was nobody in front of her. You could have looked out for that to be a big play. But she was able to break through the coverage there. Franks now on defense. Just let McBride get it a step or 2 in front of her. Almost led to a big play. So that sets up 3rd down from the 20-yard line just about. And I know you see all the hash marks on the real football field, but the fields we use here in flag football are just a little bit smaller. So you can go off the orange boxes on your screen to know where the players are on the field. 40-yard line is the halfway mark of this one. And the goal lines are at the 10. So here's a handoff straight up the middle, and this is going to be a big gain. Now it looks like just about another gain of 5 sets up a first down. So Commack going to go over their play right here. Now with the new fresh set of downs, we'll see what they can do. Stein now coming back onto the field. And with Half Hollow Hills already having their defensive formation set, you got to wonder if it's zone here or if they'll play man-to-man. 2 in the backfield here for Stein, but she drops back and now lets one go deep over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kesselman, who dropped a big pass earlier, but redeems it with an interception here, and Half Hollow Hills will take over. Another one of those risky throws right over the middle. Stein was trying to make something work, and there were receivers down there. But it ends up going into the hands of Kesselman. She's able to make the interception, turn it over. Now Commack's defense quickly back out there. And so it'll be first down from just about the 35-yard line. They're really liking this empty backfield set. It worked on that first drive for them. So Heyman all alone now will take this snap from the 30-yard line. Steps up, now going to run for it and gets her flag pulled at the 35. So no gain here on first down. A good stop for Commack, and they've got to quickly work their way out of this possession, get the ball back in their hands, and see if they can respond here with the score. And all players for both teams on the bench watching from the sideline, following their teams along. These are two squads that are going to cheer their teams on until the end. Heyman once again. No step, and that blast dropped over the middle, intended for Gould. Another ranked player, Emma Gould, the number 2 in most PAT attempts successful, all of those being 1-point attempts. This is an offense that doesn't go for 2 and 3s often because they're efficient enough at scoring touchdowns where that doesn't really matter at the end of these games. A lot of their wins have been blowouts this season. Another pass over the middle caught by Franks, and after some moves and no flag pulls, she finally is downed at the 30. And there was some big contact over the middle of the field right there. Didn't see who it was that banged right into Franks, but she was able to continue on and pick up a big first down. You gotta think there's an adjustment early on here to cover up 19 because she's just been able to storm down the field, and her and Heyman have made a very nice connection so far. Heyman, another ranked player in Suffolk County, the number 13 ranked rusher, and the number 1 ranked passer. False start here is going to move him back. And it was just in the same spot in the last drive that Commack jumped off sides. So now they get moved back 5 yards. So make it 1st and 15 here. Commack with 2 edge rushers and 1 safety over the middle. Now here's a deep ball far side, and it's complete to Franks, who breaks free toward the pylon and in for the touchdown. And so that makes it 2 on the day for. Quickly puts the score up. Or do they mark her down at the 1, and I called that one too early? It looks like she's going to be down at the 1 here. So a false start by the offense and a false start by me on this drive, as an incomplete pass there will set up 2nd down. See, and that's why it's so important, not only as a player, but up here as an announcer, to look at the referees and tell what plays they're calling. So you would have seen his hands go up if it was a touchdown. So make it 2nd down from the 1-yard line. We'll see if Commack can make a goal line stand here. Franks wide out to the right, and it's a run straight away and in for the touchdown. So now make it 12-0. and the PAT coming up. Just under 2:30 left in this first quarter. We'll see if Commack has any time to respond with the score before going that first quarter shut out. And it's a run to the left, and now a shovel pass. Two girls go down on the field, and they say no good. So Commack able to stop 2 extra points. Keeps the score 12-0. Enough of those could add up to the end of this game if this offense is able to get rolling. So quick break. Both sides are going to discuss what they can do on this drive. Commack's offense is definitely going to look to improve from that first drive. They were able to march down the field pretty well, but then the pass over the middle, too dangerous for anyone to come up with, and it leads to an interception. Commack yet to have an empty backfield in this game. We'll see if they try and establish this run game here. And a miss right there. They were going for a jet sweep right there. And flip not in the hands of the receiver. So a quick first down sets up second. Stein racing back and forth in between every play, getting some words from Coach Contressa. Trying to draw up the next play here on this drive. Once again with the back to her left. And one receiver left and right, 3 line. And it'll go off to the back and another interception. This one's going to head all the way back and in. So a pick 6 now opens up the score to 18-0. Another tough pass right there across to the left side. That's a tough place to throw because you don't see the linebacker that is waiting there. And there she was to pick up the interception and make the score. So in this first quarter, Commack quickly in a hole, 18-zip. See if they can make another extra point stop here, though. The right side and over the head of everybody. So that one sails out of bounds, and another incomplete point after sets up another Commack drive. So the Commack offense sets out onto the field one more time. We'll see if there's time for them to drive down the field, and if so, if there's time for another drive after that one before the first quarter comes to an end. 1:35 left. 2 girls in the backfield here. And they both line out. Up over the middle, another interception, this time by Franks. And she's taken it down at the 20-yard line. A tough start for this Commack offense in the first quarter. There's definitely going to be a lot of talks of that offense in between this first and second quarter. Again, not a bad play drawn up, just not able to execute it fully. That leads to another turnover, already the 3rd of the game, and Franks picks up her first interception. So already playing a big role for this Half Hollow Hills squad on defense and offense, and she'll line up here as a receiver. Two to the right, one to the left here for Heyman. And on a 3-step drop, she steps up, fires toward the end zone again for Franks, who hangs on And they signal touchdown once again. So another quick one-play score. Half Hollow Hills really putting it on here in the first quarter. Not one you want to see here, especially on senior day. All this class of seniors getting honored. Their parents all in attendance today, taking pictures before the game. Always a great tradition we have for every sport here. And their senior day, they're hoping to rebound. Under heavy pressure here is Heyman, who fires away, and this ball is tipped up and incomplete. So now 4 missed PATs. Comac down to 118. That was a relatively quick drive, so they still have make it one less play now on this offensive possession. Offense comes back out one more time. Ready to start maybe their final possession before the end of the first quarter. A lot of stuff going on here at Comac High School today. You got a baseball game right next to us over to the right. Some lacrosse practice behind this field here. Here's a run off to the left side. Pretty good gain right here. And just stepping out of bounds after a big gain. So that time it's Cerulli on the rush. Is it enough for a first down? I cannot tell with the marker being pointed sideways. It looks like, though, it's second down. So with under a minute left here in the first quarter, Comac going to look if they can put some points on the board before it comes to an end. Stein with another handoff. A lot of misses there. And down to the 25 goes Mackenzie Ryan for her first rush of the day. It's important when you have a run game like this to establish it early in the game, and you don't need a lot of flashy runs. You just need to consistently have a lot of them pick up a few yards, and after a while you can start to wear this defense out, and we might see that later on in this game. Just a few seconds left. They got to get a play out before this first quarter expires. Down to 3, to 2, to 1. And they don't get it off. They'll retain possession from the same spot, and we'll be right back to start quarter number 2. So another little pickup there, that time by Spector. It'll be a first down here for Comac. It'll be a second down here for Comac. Now that they've flipped sides, we'll see if maybe there's something magical about going to the left instead of the right in this field, because Half Hollow Hills has been able to do it a good amount of times in this one. So from the 30 here on second down. Empty backfield for Comac. Stein looking left over the middle, and nobody's there. So it'll bring up third down. That time either a miscommunication or just someone not in the right spot. As you could see the receiver crossing over the middle. Now that's what she wasn't supposed to do, or the quarterback didn't know that. So now third down, if you missed it, a big offensive and defensive first quarter for Half Hollow Hills, the number 1 team in Suffolk County, able to take away 3 interceptions and also score 24 points on the offense. So on third down, it's a handoff right up the middle, and we'll have to see if this is enough. Looks like it's going to be fourth down. That time it's a run. By Ryan. And she gets her flag pulled just short of the first down. On fourth down. And they punt it up and away. It'll land out of bounds. So Half Hollow Hills takes over. Womack able to finish a drive this time, not with any score, but they don't turn the ball over. So the offense back out for the first time in the second quarter. First down, and it's a run to the right. Now a pitch off. And flags pulled at the 25-yard line. So a small gain on first down sets up second. Aiming with all 3 receivers on her right. We'll see if any of them crossed over the middle of the field. It goes off to the left side this time. And a stop after another pickup of a few yards there. This time it goes off to Gould, who was one of the linemen that shot out to the left. That sets up third down here. I'm going to see if Half Hollow Hills offense can convert here. Heyman throws to her right. Not too high for Franks, who makes the grab. And stopped just before the 40-yard line. So that sets up fourth. We'll have to see if they go for it or don't. It looks like the offense is staying out there. Fourth and a few, and she's going to break through right up the middle. It is enough for a first down. Skaggs was there to pull the flag at the 35. So another fresh set of downs here for Half Hollow Hills. Rush coming, and the throw is deep over the middle. A drop there that time by Wilk. And that's her first target today. So that brings up second down. Wilk, the 16th ranked receiver in Suffolk County. Just about everyone on this Half Hollow Hills offense is ranked in the county. Explains why they are probably the #1 offense in Suffolk County. They would have already put up 24 points on the board in that first quarter, yet to score in the second. This is one of their longer drives of the game. And it's a pass over to Franks again, who makes a nice move. But the defender not fooled. Flag pulled right there. So Hogan comes up with the pull. Just at about the 20-yard line now. And a third down for Half Hollow Hills. So Comac's been able to stand strong for 3 downs both times. Let's see if they can do it for a 4th. Franks out wide to the right. Watch for her on this one. And she was looking for, but got some hands in the face. Good pressure by this defense here. And now a shovel and a drop. Sets up 4th down. And now a word with Coach Contressa here about maybe some of the defense did wrong on that play. Either way, it sets up 4th down. We'll see if Comac can come up with another stop. Really good rushing that time by the line. Able to put pressure on the quarterback, Heyman, and she could not get a play to work out. So 4th down. Could this be the offensive stop that starts to turn things in the favor of Comac? All receivers to the left again. Almost a false start there. And it's over the middle to Franks, and she has the completion past the 20. So once again, 4th time is not the charm for Comac's defense, able to make a stop. Well, they've maxed out the amount of plays, so maybe they're starting to wear them out a little bit, but we're going to have to see. A straight line to the left this time, and over the middle, deep ball, incomplete. Heeman looking for Franks one more time. So 2nd down now. Baseball team's getting hyped up as you hear that. Second down here. Heyman fakes. Goes short to Franks, who has the completion. And gets stopped after a gain of about 4. So make it 3rd down once more. Let's see if Comac can come up with a stop this time. They may just need an interception or a fumble in order to turn things over, because they have not been able to stop this offense on 4 consecutive plays. That time Hogan subbed off. Rafter will come on to play a cornerback. Same formation as the last play here. Heyman looking to convert on 3rd. She's going to step up. Maybe trying to run for it here, but a nice stop that time. Valentina Castelli with the flagpole, and no gain sets up 4th down. So at this point now, it's touchdown or bust. So if Comac can just stop him from getting into the end zone, that gives him the ball after a long possession that's taken up just about all the time in the 2nd quarter. As we close in on the end of this first half, Comac will have the ball to start quarter or half number 2. Heyman trying to get him to jump off sides here. Finally does take the snap. Looking toward the end zone. It is caught. And hanging on to it once again is Zoe Franks, who has another touchdown. And a really promising drive once again for Commack. They just come just short of making the stop. So that'll set up another PAT. Commack's been able to deny them of every extra point so far in this game. We'll see if they can do it again. And another stop there. So, if only the rest of the offense was like the extra point offense, we'd be tied at 0. But the score remains 30-0 now in favor of Half Hollow Hills. So, Commack's offense ready to take over here. First down, and it's another handoff. Trying to make some moves here is Ryan, and she gets stopped after a gain of only a few. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning here, and both teams aware how much time left in the first half. Second down for Commack here. Stein looking to throw, and it's complete. Making some good moves here over the middle is Eva Valerio, and she picks up a couple of yards there to set up first down rather. Now Commack stringing together a few successful offensive plays here. They really don't need anything flashy to get back into this game. But come that second half, they're going to have to start scoring and scoring quick. And their defense is going to have to make defensive stops just as quick. Because time is not in their favor being down 30-0. But that's not to say this game is over. Ryan in motion. Fakes the handoff over the middle. That one dropped. Intended for Valerio. And the defender just gets their hands on it to knock it away. So now second down with 57.5 to go in the first half. Stein with receivers on her left and right. Looks to the right side for Valerio again, who's got a nice grab. Picks up another good chunk of yards. Commack continuing to move on down the field. With now 45 seconds left on second down. So this now might be the time you have to look for a big play, but we've seen those big throws early in this game and in the first quarter did not lead to anything successful. So now we'll see how they can continue on here. Second down from the 30-yard line. Stein all alone under center. Looks to her left, fires over the middle. That one's complete. That time it goes to Howell. Picks up a nice gain of yards. Timeout going to be called here by Commack. They'll stop the clock with now 5.3 to go. So a lot of time getting wasted there. And they're going to have to throw something up here coming to the end of this first half. It'll be a third down, not that it matters what down it is. With 5.3 to go before the end of the first half, we'll see if Commack can get some points on the board here. So mark the ball at about the 39-yard line of Commack's side. And we'll see if Stein has the arm to get it to the end zone. If not, we'll see if it's a shorter pass and they can just run their way through this defense. Third down here with 5.3 seconds left. And the clock will start as the snap is made. So the final play of this first half begins now. Stein stepping up, firing, and it's short and it's picked off. Time expires as the flag is pulled. The interception made by Emma Wilk. Commack will take over in half number 2 with possession, but until then they remain down 30-0 as this ends the first half. So it'll be Skaggs to kick this one away. And it's taken short. Now over the 40 into Comac territory. And a nice gain off the kick return that time for Half Hollow Hills. So that'll set them up already in plus territory to begin their drive. Their first of the second half and the third quarter. See, the defense can make a stop here. Maybe Comac's first points can come defensively. Here's Heyman. Gonna look to her right, and a quick catch there. This time it's Marissa Dominic who picks up her first reception of the day. Here's a snap, and another quick throw over the middle is dropped. That time it was Gabby Williams who had it in her hands, but just couldn't come up with it completely. So that makes it third down. Comac has not allowed any third down conversions in this game, but they have allowed multiple fourth down conversions. One more time, it's Heyman under center. And a bit of a wait here before the snap. I don't think they got it off in time. So that sends Half Hollow Hills back just a little bit. Not sure if they're waiting for them to draw off sides, if there was a play there, or if they just didn't get the snap off in time. Still third down, but now they get pushed back from just about everything they made up the play before. From 3 steps behind the rest of the players is Haleman, who throws down the field. This one is complete for a big pickup. That time it goes to Verma, who is able to pick up a nice reception. There's a false start. And so now another offensive foul is going to push him back 5 more yards. We're able to just continue to take time off the clock here in quarter number 3. Commack really needing the ball back as soon as they can get it. And here's a throw to the left side. That's complete by Franks, who comes up short and now goes down after some contact. So trainers and coaches will come out. The biggest impact player of this game now down on the field. Tough to see where there was contact, but she is just taking her time on the ground right now. The athletic trainer over there as well. Always tough to see. We're going to come back here and see where we go from here, but it'll be third down, Half Hollow Hills. So Zoe Franks, no point of her being back into this one. She was able to get up, but no need to stay in this game at the point of where the score is. So it's second down, and here's a quick pass toward the end zone. That one's complete for the touchdown. This time it goes to Jaden Seth, who makes her first score. So that makes it now 36-0. You're seeing why. If you didn't believe it when we started this broadcast, why this is the number 1 offense in Suffolk County, because they just don't stop rolling. Amen. For the end zone, and there's the first extra point they're able to complete of the day. This one goes to Victoria Valdez. Here's another deep shot to the end zone and just in and out of the hands of Dominic. So they redid the extra point, so it was not good the first time. Keeps the score at 36-0 here. Comac's offense will take over. At this point, it's really just about getting points on the board, not finishing this loss in a shutout. Still early in the third quarter. We have 6:25 remaining. For Comac, things do not look the best. Stein escaping the pressure and just flips it up, but gets her flag pulled with force. That's going to be a sack and push the offense back. Little third blind eye, I'm not sure. Stein throws to her right. That's complete over the middle. Nice little gain here for Comac. That time it is Zoe Spector. Makes another catch in this one. Brings them down the field, but it's third down. No major plays yet in this one for Comac, and not really any major plays either for Half Hollow Hills. They've just had every play they've made has been a good chunk of yards, including the touchdowns. Six of these points have come defensively off of a pick six. And the offense for Comac out here now on third down. Here's a run right up the middle, and not much gain there. Offense is going to stay out here for first down. Next broadcast we have planned scheduled will be the 14th of this month. May we're going to do boys lacrosse right at this very field where you saw the girls lacrosse game played not too long ago. Here's a first down for Stein, who throws over the middle, and that ball got deflected by the line. Big time pressure being put on by this Half Hollow Hills defensive line. And it was Abalo who got her hand on it. So, second down here from the 20. Stein takes the snap on a drop back. Now looks short, but nobody there for that one, so it lands incomplete again. It's third down. So we'll see if they're able to make a conversion here on third. Offense has struggled later on in plays and drives. This would be the time to turn things around. 2:43 now in this third quarter. And with a change in management here in our broadcasting, as you may know, the streams have looked just a little different. We give a huge thanks to Mr. Brett Malamud, the new PR director of the Comac and the new director of our broadcasting. We wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for him. Down the middle of the field, that one is intercepted. And so that sets up first down one more time for Half Hollow Hills. So I believe that's the 4th interception now in this one. Baseball team's up 3-0 right now. New quarterback in for Half Hollow Hills, and the first play is a deep ball down the middle of the field. That lands incomplete. So Cameron Jassy comes in now as quarterback for Half Hollow Hills for at least that play. We'll see if she stays in for the remainder of this one. So you would call this the backups coming into play at where the game is at now. Now lacrosse games saw Comac go up early and then blow a lead. They eventually went on to win that one. So maybe the same thing happens here, just with the roles reversed. Here's a second down. Some contact there and a flag. No flags being pulled yet. Play's finally called dead at the 30-yard line in Comac territory. So illegal contact there on the Comac defense, going to move them up a few more yards here. And plays like that don't help your case for a comeback in this one. Makes it an auto first down here. From the 25. On a drop back and a pass over the middle. That one is complete. Gabby Williams didn't realize her flag wasn't pulled there, so she could have kept running, but eventually does get it pulled, and she is stopped. They convert the first down anyway, so it is still first down. Past the 20. Sydney Wall subs into this one as a defender. And that'll end the third quarter. So Half Hollow Hills will retain possession as we come back from a little break where we resume action in the fourth quarter of this one. Half Hollow Hills leads it 36-0. So the first play of the fourth quarter is the team switch sides one more time. And the flag's going to be pulled right there. So a quick early stop for Commack to begin the fourth quarter. Here's a snap and another end around, but a fumble here this time by Seth will end the play. Commack able to come up with a defensive stop. We'll see if things are turning around here in the fourth quarter. Offense struts back out, looking to put some points on the board to start their first drive of this one. Some extra talk here with the offense before they head back out. Now in pretty good field territory at the 35, only 5 to go to get halfway down the field. And from there they can try and move their way to get a score. Not many plays for this Commack offense in Half Hollow Hills territory. We'll see if they can change that on this drive. See if in between quarters Jordan Stein, quarterback for the Cougars, has changed her play style at all. Here's first down. And it's a throw deep down the middle and intercepted. Man, oh man. Turning is Valdez, who picks up her second interception of the game and is knocked down at the 40-yard line. So Half Hollow Hills offense back out there again. It's first down. $10-17 left in the fourth quarter here. So yes, believe it or not, both these teams still have to play 10 minutes of football. This would be the time I'd read off our sponsors to you. But it's first down for Half Hollow Hills, and here's a run up the middle and a stop after a gain of maybe 2. Eddie Heller that time with the flagpole. It's quickly second down. Some moving here and a step throw. That's complete. So nice gain for Half Hollow Hills. Dominic able to find some space, and Jesse with another completion. Here's a first down. Jassy going to her right, firing over the middle again, and this ball's tipped and almost intercepted. And Nunez, right place, right time, just not able to get both hands and corral that ball. So now second down. first down with 8:20 just about left in the game. Jassy under center. Gonna roll right one more time and fires this one out of bounds. So now third. Jassy looking toward the end zone. One more, and that's plays called off. There's a flag down as well. So that brings up fourth down after the challenge is declined. See if Comeback can make another defensive stop, bring their offense back out there. Jassy with a tipped snap there, and it's going to end up in the hands of the running back anyway. But the stop is made to turn things over once again. So Comac's offense will come back out there, and they have denied a score from the Hollow Hills in their last two possessions. Comac's offense back out on the field here. They have 6 minutes and 48 seconds left. Try and put a point or two on the board. Stein throwing deep to the right side. And that one lands incomplete, intended for Spector. Well, 36 points in 6 minutes would be nothing short of incredible. Both teams are just ready to end this thing. Comac will drop to 4-5. Half Hollow Hills maintains their undefeated season to 11-0 overall. And it's a run right up the middle for no gain, bringing up third down. I couldn't tell you what the play was there, but a flag is down. And they're going to get that on the defense, I believe, for knocking the ball out. So that moves Comac's offense up, and it brings up a fresh set of downs with 5:19 left in the game. 4:50 and change left. Stein throws down deep over the middle of the field, and it's complete. A big pickup sets up another first down. That time it's Zoe Spector on the reception. So finally, some positive yards and a big pass for Commack. And now they're in Half Hollow Hills territory, trying to set up a score. First down as the bench and both teams take a trek down to the right of the field. One player in motion, and it's a run right up the middle for a few yards there. That time it's Melina Cerulli. So second down from about the 27. Looking for just smart plays here because you don't need another turnover turning into 6 more points on the board. You just got to keep driving on down the field. And that's all this offense can control from here. Stein over the middle again. No one is there to make the catch, so that brings up now third down. All alone in the backfield, and there's a quick pass over the middle. And a nice gain of yardage there that time by Angelina Layton. That'll bring up another first down for Commack as they continue to move the ball down the field here. Here's the third first down of this drive. Stein throws deep, and it's intercepted. Going back the other way is Kesselman, who picks up an INT. Now a 1:59 left. You could call this victory formation for Half Hollow Hills. There's kneeing out in flag football, but that would be the play here if it was a possibility. So it brings us to the 2-minute warning. Jassy throws to her right once again, and she's gone there just about every passing opportunity to the right side. Skaggs pulls the flag, sets up second down. Clock continues to run. Going to run to the right side, and this time it's a pitch. Some big-time yards, and now the ball is loose. Is that going to be a flag for knocking it out of her hands? We'll have to see. Ball's going to be moved up anyway. So it is a defensive penalty. It's a spot foul penalty. So the ball gets moved up to the 25-yard line. Now a chance to score one more time. There is 1:02 left in the game for Half Hollow Hills. And she'll knee it out here. So, with 30 seconds left, that just about does it. Dylan Bapeska, thanking you all for tuning in to this week's edition of Comac Broadcasting. Flag football going to take a tough loss here to Half Hollow Hills. Those will go on to be 11-0 and most likely the 1 seed in the postseason. And for Comac, their future in terms of playoffs is still undetermined at this point. But they do still have a chance. So that wraps things up. Time will expire. Both teams will say good game to one another. And that means we're done here. So we thank you all for tuning in. May 14th, mark your calendars for all you fans of Comac Broadcasting. Lacrosse will be the next sport up. And we thank you all for watching. And that does it for today.